Dear students, in this video, we are going to discuss about strategic intent. While discussing about a strategic management process, we have discussed about various steps. The first step in strategic management process is strategic intent. In the previous video, we have discussed the overview about strategic intent. In this video, we are going to discuss in detail about the strategic intent. What is strategic management process? It is a process of formulation, implementation, evaluation and control of strategies to achieve the organizational objectives or strategic intent. That means what the organization intended to achieve. The strategic intent we refer to the purposes the organization strives for. They may be expressed in terms of a hierarchy of strategic intent. Broadly stated, this could be in the form of a vision and mission statement for the organization as a corporate whole. At the business level of firms, this could be expressed as the business definition and business model. When stated in precise terms as an expression of aims to be achieved operationally, this may be the goals and objectives. Here we take the position that the strategic intent lays down the framework within which the company would operate, adopt the predetermined direction and attempt to achieve their goal. But the term strategic management has a definite meaning in strategic intent has the definite meaning in strategic management. So this is the hierarchy of strategic intent: vision, mission, business definition, business model and objectives. First, let us discuss about a vision. Aspirations expressed as strategic intent should lead to tangible results. Otherwise, they would just the castles in the air. Those results are realization of the vision of organization or an individual. It is what ultimately the firm or a person would like to become. For instance, some of you say in 10 years or maybe even earlier would like to become a general manager or managing director in a strategic business unit of large diversified multinational corporation. So this is the vision of an individual. Like that, the organization also has a vision what they want to be in the future. What are the benefits of having a clear vision? So good visions are inspiring and exhilarating. Vision represent a discontinuity, a step function and a jump ahead so that the company knows what it is to be. A good vision helps in the creation of a common identity and a shared sense of purpose. Good visions are competitive, original and unique. They make sense in the marketplace as they are practical. Good visions foster risk-taking and experimentation. Good visions foster long-term thinking. Good visions represent integrity. They are truly genuine and can be used to benefit of people. So these are all the major benefits of having a clear vision statement. Here I given the example for a vision statement of BSNL to become the largest telecom service provider in Asia. So this gives an inspiration and clear idea about what the organization wants to be in their future. Next is mission. While the essence of vision is a forward looking view of what an organization wishes to become, mission is what an organization is and why it exists. Several years ago, Peter Drucker raised important philosophical questions related to business. What is our business? What will it to be? And what it should be? So these three questions, though simply worded, are in reality the most fundamental questions that any organization can put to itself. The answers are based on an analysis of the underlying need of the society that any organization strives to fulfill. The satisfaction of that need is then the business of the organization. Understanding relate their existence to satisfying a particular need of the society. They do this in terms of their mission. Mission is a statement which defines the role that an organization plays in the society. It refers to the particular needs of the society, for instance, its information needs. A book publisher and a magazine editor are both engaged in satisfying the information needs of the society, but they do it through different means. A book publisher may aim at producing excellent reading material, while a magazine editor may strive to present news analysis in a balanced and unbiased manner. Both have different objectives but identical mission. What are the characteristics of a mission statement? It should be feasible. That means a mission should always aim high, but it should not be an impossible statement. It should be realistic and achievable. Second, it should be precise. A mission statement should not be so narrow as to restrict the organization's activities, nor should it be too broad to make itself meaningless. For example, manufacturing bicycle is a narrow mission since it severely limits the organization activities, while mobility business is too broad a term as it does not define the reasonable contour within which the organization could operate. Observe how Hero Cycles defines its mission. It's our mission to strive for a synergy between a technology, systems, and human resources to produce products and services that meet the quality, performance, and price aspirations of our customers. While doing so, we maintain the highest standards of ethics and social responsibilities. So this is a precise statement of Hero Cycles company. The third characteristics is it should be clear. Your mission should be clear enough to lead to action. It should not be just be a high sounding set of platitudes meant for publicity purposes. Then it should be motivating. Your mission statement should be motivating for members of the organization and of the society, and they should feel it worthwhile working for such organization or being its customers. Then it should be distinctive. A mission statement which is indiscriminate is likely to have a little impact. If all scooter manufacturers define their mission in a similar fashion, then there would not be much of a difference among them. Then it should indicate the major components of strategy. A mission statement along with the organizational purpose should indicate the major components of strategy to be adopted. And mission statement also should indicate how objectives are to be accomplished. Next, what is business and the definition of a business? Understanding business is vital to defining it and answering the question, what is our business? It could also be a pointer to answers to questions such as what will it be or what should it be. Vision and mission statements can use the ideas generated through the process of understanding and defining business. A clear business definition is helpful for strategic management in any ways. A wristwatch has traditionally been considered to have just one function, to display the time. Today, it has become a fashion accessory, which might also mean that you need to have a more than one watch. It is a reflection of one's personality and status. It makes a statement. High value, rare watches could also be pieces of an art. So, a business definition can indicate the choice of objectives helps in exercising a choice among different strategic alternatives, facilitate functional policy implementation, and suggest an appropriate organizational structure. Sorry. Next strategic intent is business model. Right. A business models have an intimate relationship with the strategy of an organization. The strategies result in choices. A business model can be used to help analyze and communicate these strategic choices. Companies in the same industry competing with each other can rely on different models, a matter of strategic choice. Tata Consultancy Services adopts a traditional fixed price, fixed time business model, where the payments by clients are based on time related milestones. Infosys and Wipro have a time and material business model where clients pay on the ongoing basis depending on the amount of work done rather than the time elapsed. So this business models gives a clear idea about the strategic choice decisions. Finally, objectives. Objectives are the ends that state specifically how the goals shall be achieved, whereas the goals denote what organization hopes to accomplish in future period of time. So features of objectives are you should be specific, clear, measurable, and attainable, and relevant to the business, and should have a time frame within which the objectives to be achieved, and within the power of organization and understandable to all the employees of an organization, and beneficial to the company and the stakeholders. The characteristics of objectives are objectives should be understandable, should be concrete and specific, related to the time frame, and measurable and controllable. There are some issues in objective setting, that is specificity. Objectives may be stated at different levels of specificity. At one extreme, they might be very broadly stated as goals, while at other, they might be specifically stated as targets. And multiplicity. Since objectives deal with a number of performance areas, a variety of them have to be formulated to cover all aspects of functioning of an organization. And periodicity. Objectives are formulated for different time periods. It is possible to set long-term, medium-term, and short-term objectives. Verifiability. Each objective has to be tested on the basis of its verifiability. In other words, it would be possible for a manager to state the basis on which to decide whether the objective has been met or not. In reality, it is a common observation that organizations tend to have two sets of objectives, official and operative. Quality. So objectives may be both good as well as bad. So you should maintain